On, baby. I'm gonna turn it this way. Good evening, Tony Datino, Chairman, Founder of the USA Memory Championship, here with you on Friday evening, January the 28th. And where has the month of January gone? But we had our team meeting today with our Lumosity folks and MIT and my USA Memory Championship team, and we are ready to go. We have got our date set for the qualifying rounds of the 23rd USA Memory Championship. And that qualifying date will be July the 30th. So we have our Memory League team ready to go as they did with us last year. We have the Lumosity games all set, ready to go as we did last year. And we're getting our final information together and websites and links and applications ready to set out to the world so that our competitors that want to do a virtual competition with us, we are still being very conservative with the safety and the care of the mental athletes that compete in the event, that they stay well and they're healthy and they compete virtually in July of 2023. Of July 2022 for our 23rd USA Memory Championship. So I just want to read you here. Greetings. We are excited to share this year's qualifying events will be held virtually on Saturday, July 30th, and will consist of a mix of games hosted by Lumosity and Memory League. Similar to what we did last year, the Lumosity games will be the rotation matrix and memory match overdrive. So we have finalized that we'll use the same events from Lumosity that we did last year. That's rotation matrix and memory match overdrive. And our dear colleagues and friends from the Memory League are back with us for this year's events, and they will be supporting us again, though Isa is all the way in Australia, and we have two of his colleagues that are in San Francisco. So we are going back to names, numbers, and images. So they will provide us with the names event where they have the names of people and you got to score those and X number of minutes. Numbers, they'll put the numbers back out there, similar to what they did in 2021, and they'll have their games of images. So any of you Memory League folks, any of you Lumosity game folks, this is the time for you to get on board with those particular games, practice up and sign up for the July 30th USA Memory Championship qualifying rounds. So the qualifying rounds will take, and we kick this around depending upon where we are at and where competitors are and who comes back that was the champion. But we're looking for 10 to 12 people. So from the people that sign up, we're looking for 10 to 12 finalists that come through the events of July 30th. And we do not know at this point where our finals will be held. We're hoping that MIT opens up their campus for on-site visitation and outside people. But in the event we can't do that, we're back here in Orlando, Florida at the Rosen Center. And we're looking at a date of October the 1st at this point in time so that we can get ahead of kids and their midterms and their finals and et cetera. When we did it in October, late October this year, we got lots of feedback from some of our students, athletes, that we were smacking them in the middle of midterms. And so we do not want to smack anybody with midterms. We want them to enjoy the event. We want them to be excited about participating in it. So to that degree, we said, let's move it to the end of September or early October. And since October 1st is on a Saturday, we'll have a live event here in the two locations I talked about. We are planning for registration for those 13 years old and older. And so we look for a widespread of people signing up again. And we will have an early registration fee. That early registration fee will be $30 if you sign up by April the 30th. So we begin to make sure we have all of the bases covered of what we need to do for our virtual so that we have time, though we do have time between May and June and July. But we want to encourage people to sign up early, so we reduce our fee by half. And so if you sign up by April 30, it's $30. And if you sign up after that, it will double, it'll go to $60. Now, what does all that mean? It means that it's time for you to get your laptop and desktop computers ready. You want to have a high-speed internet access, obviously, and you want to have an account that you'll get with Lumosity or Memory League and be able to Zoom. Now, the reason we have you sign up is that as you come forward, we make sure that if you are not currently a Lumosity or a Memory League user, we will make sure that you have access, especially to Lumosity, because the Memory League games, I think, are at no fee. Lumosity does, but they give us a pass for any people that want to compete in the memory competition. So to that degree, you get your laptop, you get your Zoom, you get your high-speed internet, and you get registered for $30. And we work with the Lumosity folks to make sure that you can begin to get in and practice the games that they're going to be having in the competition, which are the rotation matrix and memory match overdrive. We go from there and we take our top 10 to 12, and you need to make sure you register in both websites. You got to go to Lumosity and sign up in theirs, and you need to go to Memory League and sign up in theirs. You get to practice as much as you want prior to July 30th. So the earlier you get on board, the more practice you can make. And we are in this process now of setting up our links. So you'll go to the USA Memory Championship website, and that will take you to how you register for links. If you're 13 to 17-year-old, we need a legal guardian to be on board with you. If you're over 17 years old, or 18, I should say, you're on your own. This is your deal. You can immediately get on, sign up, and we'll have a link established on February the 5th. So in a week's time, you'll be able to do that. Any questions, contact me directly at tony.tino, and I prefer you get me on my personal emails. It's adottino@aol.com, adottino@aol.com. You can go through the USA Memory Championship and get to me, or you can go to Karen Pinson, and that's Karen Pinson, KarenPinson, USA at usamemorychampionship.com. That's Karen Pinson, Pinson, at usamemorychampionship.com. So you've got two people you can contact with any questions you've got. We will continue to provide updates on Facebook. We'll have some articles, and my Live with Tony will come out from time to time talking about some of the events and or the games. We also have this now moving over to YouTube so that you can get my broadcast on the YouTube channel of the USA Memory Championship. And if you want to get to our website, it's very simple, usamemorychampionship.com, usamemorychampionship.com. We're excited about the number of people that participated last year. We had a really interesting active event. We have Full Sail College that did videos on this. You can go to YouTube on the USA Memory Championship and you can see what they were able to record and what the actual live events were like. We had some fantastic speakers with Robert Ajamian and Jim Carroll opening it up for us. And we had Chris Balthazano from Columbia University, Bob Schaefer from Lumosity. We had Ruben from the Jewish Romar Roski from the sponsoring center, which was the Rosen Center here in Orlando, Florida. So we had Michael Dattino, who I think did a really terrific job on one of the online courses he's got, which is Maximum Memory Mastery. So we had a really terrific event. It was at the end of October, and here we are now at the end of January getting ready to launch our coming event. So with that, this is our weekend. Snow if you're in the Northeast. I just hope all of you are smart and safe. There's very little football on until Sunday, right? We got the two games on Sunday. I know of some people that have already changed their basketball schedules for tomorrow, so I'm sure there'll be some basketball on, but there's golf on. So, hey, go put the golf station on and watch some golf tomorrow. But the important thing is stay warm, stay safe, maintain your good practices for COVID. That's still bouncing around and impacting us in various areas. But we are excited that we have brought the team together to announce today that February 4th, is our release date for getting people to begin to sign up for July the 30th, which will be our 23rd qualifying rounds for the USA Memory Championship, which will be held on October the 1st. So those are our dates for this year. Any of you that have questions, please, a.tino@aol.com, and I'd be delighted to make sure that we get the right info for you, get the right people on board. But we are excited about it. As our team said today, it looks like we finally have something on a smooth running scale. We didn't want to take the risk of trying to go qualifying rounds in a location that was live this year, since we still are reading and studying about variants and still having people be reserved and conservative in their own health and well-being. So we've made the decision so we don't drag it out. Hey, we want to release February 4, July 30th virtual, live October 1st. The location not to be finalized yet, but at least now people that have been emailing us and asking us questions about it now have an opportunity to know what we're doing, when we're doing it, where we're doing it, how we're doing it, and we're excited to be hosting and having our 23rd USA Memory Championship in the year 2022. With that, have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday.